Hello students, I am Narsimlu, commerce teacher. Today I am going to teach you CEC second year accountancy, unit 2, consignment accounts, part 6, simple problems, writing journal entries in the books of both the parties. Here both the parties means consignor and consignee. So this video covers a simple problem and solution will be explained step by step. So objectives. This video covers simple problem, making working notes, finding profit in the rough work like a rough statement without preparation of consignment account, preparation of account sales, writing journal entries in the books of consignor, writing journal entries in the books of consignee. Dear students, in this video all these things we can go to do step by step. So in this video you will be given one problem and later we can go to make working notes for that problem. After that we are going to finding profit by using a rough statement without a preparation of consignment account, and next we are going to prepare account sales. Then we are going to write journal entries in the books of consignor. Then at last we are going to write journal entries in the books of consignee. Okay students, so step by step we are going to learn. Okay, this is the problem. Dear student, here if you want you take down this problem in your notebook, pausing the video and listen carefully. Now I will read it out. Listen. Here it is the second problem actually. In the last video I explained first problem. Salim of Hyderabad consigned goods of value ₹20,000 to Anant of Ahmedabad. So it is the first sentence. Okay students, Salim of Hyderabad consigned goods of value ₹20,000 to Anant of Ahmedabad. Salim paid forwarding charges ₹1,000 and drew a bill of 2 months on Anant for ₹10,000. The bill was discounted for ₹9,400. Anant sent an account sales of consignment stating that the entire stock was sold for ₹28,000. Agent commission ₹2,000 and a bank draft for the balance. Write journal entries in the books of both the parties. So this is the problem students. So let me explain you all the points that include in this problem. So in the first sentence it's clearly given there are two parties. One is Salim of Hyderabad and Anant of Ahmedabad. Salim of Hyderabad is a consignor and Anant of Ahmedabad is the consignee, and the goods sent on consignment value are worth ₹20,000. So 3 points we can go to cover in the first sentence. Okay students, next you see Salim paid forwarding charges ₹1,000. Here forwarding charges means nothing but transportation charges. Salim is the consignor. So consignor expenses ₹1,000. Okay students, for transporting charges or forwarding charges. And consignor drew a bill of 2 months on Anant for ₹10,000. So consignor drew a bill of 2 months on Anant for rupees 10,000. So here bills receivable is taken from the consignee as advance for rupees 10,000. So advance here rupees 10,000 bills receivable. The bills was discounted for rupees 9,500. So we should not consider here. Actually, if you want, we have to write the journal entry, but no need to write the journal entry for this point. Just ignore the discounted the bill discounted with the bank, and the point will be considered when the bill is dishonored. Then only its important will come. Anant sent an account sales of consignment stating that entire stock was sold for rupees 28,000. So here Anant is the consignee. He prepared a statement, and that statement is called account sales, and it it includes stock sold by the consignee and commission payable to the consignee, expenses made by the consignee, and due payment through bank draft details. Okay, so here see, Anant sent an account sales of consignment stating that the entire stock was sold for rupees 28,000. So here he sold the entire stock for 28,000. Who here he means here consignee. Okay, and his commission is rupees 2,000, and he didn't spend any money on consignment. So here no consignee expenses. And last point, it is very important. We are asked, what we are asked here? We are asked that write journal entries in the books of both the parties. Here both the parties means nothing but consignor, in the books of consignor as well as in the books of consignee. We have to write the journal entries in the books of both the parties. Right. This is the problem. From this problem we can go to make working notes. So how we are going to make working notes from this problem, you can go to observe. Okay students, now see, these are the points. In the last problem also I prepared the working notes like this. First point A, consignor. Here who is the consignor? Salim of Secunderabad. Point B, consignee, Anant of Ahmedabad. Goods sent on consignment rupees 20,000. So first point here, goods sent on consignment. A and B points for only for information point of view, we have to write consignor name as well as consignee name. But point 1, important point 1 is that goods sent on consignment rupees 20,000. For this we can go to write entry in the consignor's book. Okay student. Next, consignor expenses. In this problem, consignor paid forwarding charges rupees 1,000. Okay. Next, advance received in the form of bills receivable from consignee. In this problem, rupees 10,000. Goods sold by consignee. So here consignee sold the entire goods for rupees 28,000. Okay. And next, consignee expenses. In this problem, consignee didn't spend any money on consignment business. So there is no consignee expenses. And come to next one, commission on sales. So in the problem clearly given that the commission on sales is rupees 2,000. And a profit or loss that made should be transferred to profit and loss account. So we in the next slide I can go to show you how to find the profit. Next, due amount paid by the consignee. And in the account sales, we come to know how much due amount is there. By preparing the account sales, we can we come to know how much amount we have to pay to the consignor. Okay students. So like this we can go to prepare working notes. After that, see here, profit on consignment. So without preparing consignment account, just in the rough notes, or we can say a rough statement, we can go to prepare to find out the profit that we made on consignment. So here serial number, particulars, amount. It is a simple statement. So point 1, first we can go to take total consignment sales, means here consignee sales. Here consignee sold the entire stock for rupees 28,000. First we can go to take consignor, consignee sales, that is 28,000, less consignor expenses. Here consignor expenses we can go to deduct as a second point. Consignor here forwarding charges 1,000 rupees he paid, that should be deducted, and we will get 27,000. From the third point, less consignee expenses. In this problem there is no consignee expenditure, so should not, just we can go to ignore, and the same balance we will have 27,000. And fourth point, less consignee commission. In this problem consignee commission is given rupees 2,000, so that should be deducted, so then we will get 25,000. Okay, from that we can go to deduct less goods sent on consignment value. So goods sent on consignment value is rupees 20,000. From 25,000 if you deduct 20,000, you will get 5,000. That is the sixth point, that is called profit or loss on consignment. For this 5,000 is the profit that we made on consignment business. Okay students, like this with a simple statement we can go to find profit that we made on consignment. No need to prepare consignment account. Okay, next account sales. It is also we have to prepare under working notes. Of course it may consume lot of time, but to understand the problem and solution better we have to do all these things. So here calculation of profit on consignment with the help of a simple statement, that is also comes under working notes, and here preparation of account sales is also comes under working note. So you can go to prepare account sales, and here see Ananta of Ahmedabad account sales. It is a statement, not an account. With the 4 columns we are going to prepare this statement. First column meant for date, but in this problem there is no date, simply ignore it. And particulars column, inner column amount, inner column amount, outer column. See here we have to take total sales first. Total sales come, we can get the total sales by adding cash sales and credit sales, and from the total sales we can go to deduct consignee expenses. There is no expenditure in this problem. There is no consignee's expenditure. So simply ignore the or make it nil, and we will get the same balance 28,000. From that again you can go to deduct less commission on sales. In this problem it is clearly given, that is rupees 2,000 as commission on sales, that should be deducted, and you will get 26,000 rupees. From 26,000 we can go to deduct advance paid or advance given to the consignor. Amount is rupees 10,000, and if you deduct 10,000 from 26,000 rupees you will get 16,000. So this is the balance amount that should be remitted to consignor. So in this way we can go to find the due amount. Okay, if we not prepared, if we not prepare consignment account or consignee account, if we prepare consignment account and consignee account, consignee account, then no need to prepare this rough statement of finding profit on consignment and preparation of account sales. No need to prepare these two statements. If we prepare consignment account and consignee account, if we won't prepare these two accounts, then we need to prepare profit made on consignment statement, a simple statement, and next one account sales statement. Okay, so account sales, after completion of preparation of account sales, now we are going to write the journal entries in the books of consignor. See students, here in the books of consignor we are going to write the journal entries. Who is the consignor? Salim of Secunderabad. Salim of Secunderabad. On the top of the journal, we can go to write journal entries in the books of Salim of Secunderabad in brackets consignor. Okay, and here journal pro forma we have to prepare. In the journal pro forma, we will have 5 columns: date column, particulars column, JF number, debit amount, and credit amount column. Okay, see here, first entry. First entry we write when we send the goods on consignment. Students, here think that yourself as a consignor. So when you send the goods on consignment to the consignee, then we can go to write the first entry. What is the first entry here? See, consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment account, rupees 20,000, 20,000. Narration, being goods sent on consignment. Okay, first entry we completed. Second entry, say we can write second entry when we met some expenses on consignment. Here we means nothing but consignor. When consignor spend some money or some expenses on consignment, then we can go to write the second entry. What is the second entry? You see, consignment account debit to cash or bank account or bank or cash account, amount rupees 1,000, 1,000. In this problem, consignor met forwarding charges rupees 1,000. So that is the expenditure, consignor expenditure. For that we have to write the second entry and come to third entry. When we receive advance from the consignee, here we means nothing but consignor. We think ourselves as a consignor. When we receive advance from consignee, then we have to write this third entry. What we are receiving as advance? Bills receivable. Okay, write the entry. Here no need to write cash or bank, because here bills receivable clearly given in the problem. So bills receivable account debit to consignee account. Here consignee in brackets you can go to write the consignee name. Who is the consignee? Is Anant of Ahmedabad. In brackets you have to write Anant of Ahmedabad, or you can go to write to Anant of Ahmedabad in bracket consignee. Rupees 10,000, 10,000. Narration being here bills received from the consignee as advance. Okay, next, consignee expenses. When the consignee spends some money on consignment business as an expenditure, then we can go to write fourth entry. In this problem there is no consignee expenditure. So though we can, I have written it for practice point of view. What is that entry? Consignment account debit to consignee account. Amount nil, because there is no expenditure met by consignee. So narration being consignee met expenses on consignment account. Next entry. So when the consignee sold the goods, then what is that entry? Consignee. Here consignee means who is the consignee? Is Anant of Ahmedabad. In brackets you can go to write Anant of Ahmedabad, consignee account debit to consignment account, rupees 28,000, 28,000. The entire stock was sold for rupees 28,000 by the consignee. So being goods sold by the consignee. Okay, narration. Then consignee commission. So what is the what's the entry here for the when commission is payable on consignment? So when commission is payable on consignment, we can go to write sixth entry. That is consignment account debit to consignee account. In brackets Anant of Ahmedabad. Consignee means Anant of Ahmedabad. That is rupees 2,000, 2,000. Narration being commission calculated goods sold on consignment. Okay, students. Next, for the settlement of consignment account, then cash or bank account debit to consignee. In brackets Anant of Ahmedabad. Okay, 16,000, 16,000. This amount we will see in the account sales. So the last item 16,000, that is the due amount we find in the account sales. Okay, that amount we have here, we have to write as a seventh entry. cash or bank account debit to consignee in brackets Anant of Ahmedabad, rupees 16,000. Next, profit, what is that? Yes, profit made on consignment. Profit made on consignment. Here, we made profit on consignment in this problem 5,000. Here wrongly printed amount, but actual amount is only 5,000. In the statement we prepared profit on consignment. We prepare one statement to find the profit on consignment. So in that statement there is only 5,000. You can go to write here 5,000 instead of 13,000. What is the entry here? Consignment account debit to profit or profit and loss account. 5,000 in the debit column, 5,000 in the credit column, 5,000. Narration: being profit made on consignment is transferred to profit and loss account. So like this we can go to write the journal entries in the books of consignor. So after completion of journal entries in the books of consignor, now we are going to write the journal entries in the books of consignee. So there are only 5 entries in the books of consignee. Who is the consignee here? Anant of Ahmedabad. On the top of the journal we can go to write journal entries in the books of Anant of Ahmedabad in brackets consignee. So 5 columns we can go to prepare a journal, that is the date, particulars, LF number, debit amount, credit amount. So in this journal we have to write only 5 entries. Generally 5 entries will come in the books of consignee. So what are they? First one, when expenses met by the consignee. So in this problem there is no expenditure met by the consignee. So then what is that entry? Consignee account debit to cash or bank account being expenses met by consignee. Means here just we can go to write being expenses met. Next entry, when we accepted bills receivable, then we can go to write the second entry. Consignor account debit to bills payable account. For the consignor, that is the bills payable, bills receivable. For us, that the same bills are bills payable. So consignor account debit to bills payable account 10,000 being advance given to consignor. So third entry, when we have to write the third entry, we have to write the third entry when the consignee sells the goods, when the consignee sold the goods. Okay, so when the consignee sold the goods, we can go to write the third entry. So what is that entry here? Sales account debit to consignor account. Here consignor means, who is the consignor? Salim of Secunderabad. In brackets you can go to write Salim of Secunderabad. 28,000. Narration: being goods sold by the consignee. Being goods sold by the consignee. And fourth entry, here commission payable. So whenever we need to pay commission to the consignee, or whenever the consignee calculates the commission on sales, we can go to write this fourth entry. Consignor account debit to commission account. Consignor account debit to commission account. Amount 2,000. Narration: being commission calculated goods sold on consignment. Okay, this is the fourth entry. And fifth entry, for the settlement of consignment account. Whenever we want to settle the consignment account, we can go to write this fifth entry. We means here we think ourselves as consignee, because we writing the journal entries in the books of consignee. If we write the journal entries in the books of consignor, then we think ourselves as a consignor. Here we writing the journal entries in the books of consignee, so we think ourselves as consignee. So here for the settlement of consignment account, we can go to write fifth entry. What is that entry? Here it is wrongly printed. Actual entry is consignor account debit to cash or bank account. What is that entry? Consignor account debit to cash or bank account. The second entry, whatever the second entry is there, the same entry will be repeated in the fifth entry. Okay. the same second entry will be repeated as a fifth entry when the account is settled. So cashier bank account debit to, consignor account debit to cashier bank account. So here consignor, who is the consignor? Salim of Secunderabad, that should be debited. Salim of Secunderabad account debit to cashier bank account, rupees 16,000. Narration being consignee settle the consignment account. Okay, so these are the 5 entries. Dear students, the last entry, it is wrongly printed here, so make it correct as the second entry. What is the second? How is the second entry? You see, consignor account debit to cashier bank account. Similarly, you can go to write in the fifth entry, consignor account debit to cashier bank account. Okay, students. Like this, we can go to prepare the journal entries. Write the journal entries in the books of Consignee. Students, in this video, you learned writing the working notes and preparing an account sales and writing the journal entries in the books of Consignor and writing the journal entries in the books of Consignee. So all these things you have learnt in this video. Okay students, thank you for watching this video.